We have about 10,000 members in Connecticut out of the million we have around the country who have been all in for him since the very beginning. And we're a full supporter because our national community is very, very big on campaign finance reform. And we're a full supporter because, most people know our organization as a very liberal, left-wing part of the Democratic Party or whatever, but the fact of the matter is we don't look for candidates who are the most liberal. We look for fighters and truth-tellers. And Chris has been all of that in his career in the Connecticut legislature. We feel very strongly that this is a district where you can't just send any Democrat. We're not just looking for a good vote. We're looking for somebody who's in Congress who's going to do something about public financing of elections, a bill which has been in the House for many years and has 150 sponsors right now. We're looking at Chris to help employee rights, which is very, very important to us because we believe that if you work for a living in this country, you ought to be able to make a living. So I really appreciate that you're out doing this. I should tell you that we do a training program around the country. We actually did one in Wesleyan with about 170 people earlier this year. But the one thing that we talk about a lot is the fact that there is nothing more powerful and nothing more effective than your personal testifying for a candidate, either in person or canvassing or phone banking. There have been hundreds of studies, actually by a guy named Donald Green at Yale, that talks about this. And as I often say, you show me a voter that's going to get all their information from TV advertising or radio advertising alone, and I will show you something that somebody might not be voting, because it is up to us to actually testify for Chris and talk about this. And it is the most important thing that we can do to actually get him over the hump and win this primary. So it's a bit of a slog in the mud. It's not easy. It's not easy making those phone calls and maybe not reaching a lot of people in an hour, but I want to tell you that this is going on in 4 or 5 offices around the district, and at the end of the day, they're going to have ID'd a lot of voters. It all adds up, but most importantly, again, it's the most effective thing that we can do. So I really appreciate that you've taken the time to be here. We're going to go out and canvass a little bit. We're going to get a couple of votes for him, and again, it's going to all add up so that on August 14th, we can get Chris to win this primary, and we will establish an infrastructure among the voters to build this thing so that he can win the general. So, again, this is the most important work. It's probably the toughest work in politics, but it's also the most important work. So, thanks again for taking time out to be here to be with us to do this today. I appreciate it.